What's happening, people? Back with another reaction, back with some more Thomas Dolby. And we're going back for a bonus tune included in the expanded folder for his 1982 album Golden Age of Wireless. And this is actually an alternate version of one of the tracks from the album, specifically Radio Silence, and this is the guitar version. I'm intrigued. The original definitely has an electronic atmosphere. It goes through some different moods. It's a very dynamic tune, which I've noticed, the limited amount of his music I've heard. It does seem not only is it dynamic in terms of the production, but also mixing synth and electronic sounds with, more traditional instrumentation. He definitely seems like he was on the experimental end of what was happening early 80s in terms of pop music. So, ultimately looking forward to, I don't know how many more bonus tunes there might be in this album, or the folder for this expanded version of the album, but ultimately looking forward to going through everything, and then we'll be on to the next album. But yeah, it's an artist that I'm beginning to get a sense of, and what I hear is very intriguing and seemingly dynamic. So ultimately, as I said, it's the guitar version, so one would expect a guitar and maybe guitar chords or a notable solo section to play a greater role. I wonder if it will be an addition or it will also be a reduction or even subtraction of the more electronic elements of the original. So let's find out. This is Thomas Dolby and the guitar version of the track Radio Silence, originally on the normal version of the Golden Age of Wireless 1982. Definitely more like a pop rock to it. Like the drumming. There's still electronic elements, but it's definitely flipped in a different direction. I feel like maybe this version was designed for like the American market. It has like more of a
till the tune sits right. You tune in till the dial come alive. You turn it down till the needle's in your wire. Tune in tonight. Tune in tonight. Tune in tonight.
It's a crazy build and break.
saying that about John Fox lately. String Well, admit this part feels like normally you would have started to fade by now. Touche. But yeah, like I was saying, it feels almost like the American market version. Like, put some like heavier guitars, make it a little less electronic and experimental, a bit more, you can nod your head to it. And that's not like a cynical assessment, but like it literally feels like it was like, okay, so let's make it a little more of a traditional track than the like original version. So I wouldn't be surprised to find if that was sort of like a, let's make this for the American market. But either way, I did enjoy it, and I like, it was a nice like kind of power chord like guiding it, and ultimately it just felt like more of a like synth rock song rather than a very electronic and more experimental synth rock, synth pop tune. But yeah, I don't know, like, I enjoy both actually, because I was thinking maybe I do enjoy the original more. Maybe it makes sense to me the original was on the album rather than this version. But yeah, I think that was cool. And again, there's multiple artists I'm going through where they tried some different configurations of tracks, and maybe one gets onto the album, but there are other ones of interest. So yeah, like I said, I'll check to see if there's any more bonus tunes in the folder, but we'll go on to whatever's next. I do want to mention there's still the flip side of that record where I have the like heavy breather version or whatever it is. I did react to that, but I don't think I reacted to the flip side. So yeah, at some point. Oh, and in fact, I think maybe Stan sent me some Dolby. In fact, I'm almost positive. I have the CDs that he sent. Yeah, right here. So let me just make sure I'm not making that up, because if there is, Pet Shop Boys, we got Thomas Dolby, Astronauts and Heretics. So we have a Thomas Dolby album to go through, Astronauts and Heretics. Big shout out to Stan. So yeah, basically we got, whatever else is in the drive, we got more stuff to go. And again, big shout out to Han Solo for sharing this, and I do believe he was one of the people, pointing me in the direction of Mr. Dolby to begin with, so big ups to you. But like I said, big ups to Stan. And yeah, just looking forward to learning more about his music. It does seem, he's one of the people, along with Newman and Fox and some of these others, from the late 70s, early 80s, like Japan, who are considered, really like seminal and important to the development of electronic and synth music. So looking forward to learning more. Let me know what you think, and I'll see you next time. Peace.